Hi North Haven, this video is going to cover how to use the Rubrics feature in Google Classroom. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come to your class and come to classwork. From classwork, you create your assignment just like you normally would. So I'm going to create a title, instructions, and add the document. Once I've added the title and the document, I'm going to come over here and change it from Students Can View file to make a copy for each student. That way each student gets a copy of the assignment that I want them to complete. You can do that if it's a PDF, a doc, a slideshow, whatever you have, you can make it so that each student has their own copy. And then I'm going to come down here on the right where it says Add Rubric and click Add Rubric. From here, you can reuse a rubric you've already created before. You can create one from scratch, or you can import from Sheets. I'm first going to show you how to just create a rubric. The nice thing is once you've created a rubric, you can also export it into Sheets. Once you're in the rubric page, the first thing you do is create the title. And then you're going to come down, and whatever scale you're grading on, that's where you're going to put your points required. So if I'm grading on a scale of 0 to 5 or 1 to 5, I'm going to click 5 for my points because this is going to be worth the most. You can put the level title and then a description. After you've entered the description, the points, and the level title, you just hit this plus and it will add another level. So this one's going to be 4, and then 3, 2, 1, you just keep going. Once you've added everything you want for that criterion, you can add another one. Also, once you have 2 created, you can click these 3 dots over to the right, and from here you can copy, you can delete it, or you can move it up and down. So for instance, if I wanted, I can delete this one. I can come up here and I can duplicate it. Now my level titles and my points are copied and I don't have to remake those. All I have to do is change the descriptions and the title. Once you've created all of the criterion you want to, you come up to the right-hand corner and click Save. And now that's been added to my assignment. You can also, while you're here, add the check plagiarism for the originality report if you want to be using that. After everything's set the way you want, click Assign, and it'll go out to your students. Now it's been sent out to your students. If I come over to the student view, now she has this assignment in her queue, and the rubric is right here at the top. And she can view it by clicking these down arrows and scrolling left to right. Also, when she goes into the assignment, notice that that opens a new tab so she can go back and forth, or you can also recommend to your students that they click and drag so that they can view the rubric next to their paper while they're editing. Once the student's done, they click Turn In, and now you'll have the assignment. On your side of Classroom, you can come down to the assignment, click View Assignment, and from here you'll be able to see who turned it in and who hasn't. Once they've turned it in, you can click on their assignment. Since you put a rubric in, over here on the right will be your rubric, and you can grade it by clicking these blue boxes. If you want a reminder of what the rubric said, you can click the down arrow, and you can click on the actual rubric statements in the boxes. As you click on these boxes, notice that the grade right here is going to change. So if I change these, it automatically adjusts her grade. When you're done, you can return the assignment. Or if you want to complete everybody's grades before you return it, you can just click the next arrow to go to the next student's assignment and also give them a grade. Notice that this student hasn't turned in his assignment yet, but I can still put in a grade. So if you have a student who doesn't turn in their assignment, you can still grade it and give it back to them as an incomplete assignment. Once you've graded all your students, you can click this down arrow and click Return Multiple Submissions, which will return all of your students' assignments. Now you'll see the students' grades in your gradebook, and if the student comes to their classwork section, they can come to View Your Work, and they'll be able to see the grade for their assignment as well.